getting to train at GEODIS Park for the very first time.
What was it like training on a brand new home for the first time?
It's going to be amazing. You know, obviously the weather isn't really cooperating too much, but that means you can test it out in all sorts of climates. So we're excited. It looks beautiful, and we can't wait to get out there.
You got to see it for the first time last week. What was your first reaction when you saw GEODIS Park?
It's incredible, you know, to think that this is our permanent home and a place where 30,000 can come and pack it out, cheering for us. It's amazing. So we can't wait for May 1st. It's going to be a great atmosphere, and hopefully we'll bring back 3 points to open it the right way.
This stadium has been a long time coming. You've been in this club since the beginning. You scored the first goal for Nashville SC, Nissan Stadium, way back in 2020. Taking a look back at everything that has happened with this club, how do you describe the journey that this club has been on?
It's been incredible. You know, it's a great group of guys. Wouldn't want to do it with any other teammates, any other staff. It's been a really wild ride, and now it's going to kind of culminate here with the opening of our new stadium and kind of be the beginning of, I think, a new chapter for Nashville SC and Nashville in general. That, again, all these fans can come, have a home, permanent home that is ours. It's really special. So I think that's the next part of this journey and something that we're all looking forward to.
Walker, that first goal was immortalized in the locker room. Right past it. What does that feel like? What does that do every time you walk in?
It's really cool. It's really special. You know, obviously I hadn't seen that before until we came here on Monday, and so we're kind of taking the tour. You open a door and there's a hallway, and then you're like, whoa, like there it is. So that's really special that's going to be, you know, there on the wall, and something that I'm really proud of, and something that will be probably inspiring every time I step into this place.
What does this place symbolize, Walker, as far as just the quality of the building itself, and as far as the MLS venues go? Like, where do you think this puts you?
It's massive. I mean, even the growth of the league is huge, and this is just a testament to that. You know, to see just the sheer size of the stadium, you know, 30,000, biggest soccer specific in the country, especially leading into all the things coming from this country in the World Cup 2026. It's putting Nashville on the map for soccer, and the Southeast in general has been such a hotbed for youth players, and so now it gives them another opportunity to say, I want to play for Nashville. When you know, and they see the stadium, they come visit and they get excited. And so I think it's a great opportunity to show youth players what a great city Nashville is, what a home this could be for them if they choose to be a professional soccer player one day, and it's going to inspire a lot of people. So really proud to be able to open it and play there for the first time, and I think all of us are going to be sharing that same sentiment.
You mentioned kind of the Southern pride part of it. You're a guy from Georgia. What is it like? Does that kind of make it hit a little closer to home that, like, in a place like Nashville, Tennessee, this season can you grow?
100%, because, you know, growing up in Atlanta, you know, Atlanta United wasn't there when I was growing up. We didn't really have any teams in Florida either. So there was no team that I grew up in the Southeast like watching, saying, oh, I want to play for them, because there weren't any. And so now with the expansion, we see all these teams popping up in the Southeast, and Nashville being, you know, one of them, especially right in the center of the Southeast. This is such a great place for kids to look up to and hopefully play for one day. And so now we're just doing our part to try and inspire that next generation to want to achieve those dreams, and no better place to do it than Nashville.
Still 3 weeks away. I mean, like, is the anticipation just almost too much? Like, you just want to get in here?
It's been a slow build, you know, like you said, it's been 3 years, and now we're 3 weeks away, which seems really close, but everything's just been kind of slow and steady, and we've kind of just incrementally grown as a club, grown as a team, and so yeah, it's definitely kind of reaching that point where the opening of the stadium really is the climax of, boom, here we are, year 3. It's going to be the start of a new chapter, and I think, again, we're all just so pumped to open the stadium.
How do you think it's helped the team to have so many away games and now kind of being able to do that?
It's been great because you kind of get in that routine, that rhythm of playing on the road. You know it's going to be an uphill battle every week. You know it's going to be difficult with all the challenges that being on the road presents. But with that, we know that if we can get enough points on the road during these 8 games, that when we come here at home, we're going to have a schedule at the tail end of the season that is, you know, heavily at home, and that's going to play into our advantage. And especially if we can make this place a fortress like we did at Nissan, where, you know, we're expected to win or go undefeated every single time we play here. That's going to be the expectation, and I think it's going to deliver.
Speaking of that, you didn't take a single loss at home last year. How much more pressure is there on this club to not just win at home in your new stadium, but also the home opener?
It's definitely a great streak. It's a great streak to be a part of. It's very impressive. Not a lot of teams have done that. And so for us to continue that home streak, even though it's a different building, we're still in Nashville, and so we're going to keep that going as long as we can.
With 10 points in the first stretch of the road game, now you're heading into the home stretch. How ahead of schedule do you guys feel as you prepare to go to California?
We feel like we're in a good spot. You know, the past two weeks were huge for us in terms of collecting all 3 points. But these are games that we got to go in with the mindset to win and not look ahead to our home games. But it's an opportunity in San Jose that, you know, I think we're going to be ready for. It's 3 points that are completely on the table, and then we'll try and go back to California again the next week and take 3 off of the Galaxy. You know, if we can get some points out of these next 2 games, we'll put ourselves in a really good position to open up here May 1st.
Walker, tell us what kind of a trip it's been for you from the time you were presenting as a player in Nashville, and then the last 2 seasons with Nashville, the national team, the World Cup, the new stadium. I mean, tell us about what it was the feeling on their side.
Yeah, there's a lot that's happened over the past 3-4 years, that's for sure. And it's been a fun ride, it's been a wild ride. I think, you know, getting a chance to open up a second stadium, you know, having that opportunity at LAFC to open up the bank in California, now to be able to do that again, I mean, that is so rare to open up such amazing stadiums in this league. So to be able to do that twice, I'm really excited. I know what it's going to take, I know what to look forward to, and it's going to be an electric atmosphere. So crazy past couple years, not taking anything for granted and trying to stay focused, humble, and in the present, and just kind of taking one game at a time.
With the kind of tangible experience of being in the stadium and stuff, do you approach the final 2 road games of the stretch differently, or you kind of more of the same?
No, I think it's more of the same. I think, you know, we've been approaching every road game as, hey, we can win this game, and you have to approach every game like that, because if you don't take points on the road, it's going to be difficult to make the playoffs. And even though we know we have a great record at home, these road games are so important. And to try and get some momentum leading into these home games is also huge. So the fact that we won the last 2 is big, but hopefully we can get some results in the next 2 weeks that'll make it, you know, we're going to be a ball that's rolling downhill come May 1st.
We have time for one more question, so does anybody want to take the chance and take it home?
Walker, what's your favorite part about the new stadium?
It's got to be the field. I mean, we haven't trained on it, but I've walked on it, I've touched it, and it looks beautiful. It feels great. It feels like it's going to play very, very well. And so just having a field that is, you know, pristine and in this kind of condition, there should be no excuses come May 1st when we're out there on the field, because it looks pretty impeccable right now.
Thank you.